Lakini mimi niko na maneno moja yenye nataka ifikishe kwa government, hata kama si kwa government. I want to ask the government, where is Orengo? Orengo ako wapi? Orengo ako wapi? Hiyo ndio swali yenye sisi tunauliza. Orengo alienda wapi? Tangu Orengo aende kwa State House. Sijui kama wamepewa Orengo sumu ama vipi. Hatuoni Orengo ako wapi? Sasa mimi kama Nyando nataka nijue Orengo ako wapi? Aliuliwa na baba amenyamaza ama vipi?
That's the general question that has been in the media for the last 72 hours. Where is James Orengo? So in this video we'll try and look at some of the reasons why Orengo has gone radio silent. And with no further ado, let's get after it. Reason number one why Orengo has gone radio silent is because of self-preservation. Mike Sonko fought BBI and was impeached and replaced by Kananu as a result. Orengo was also following the same path by fighting Broad-Based and the IEBC commissioners. In fact, here are some of the things he used to say not too long ago.
Right now in Kenya, the last free and fair election that we had was in 2002. If we are not careful, even this election that is coming is not going to be free and fair. I am looking at it critically. Even with this IBC, I can see the membership that is going to come out of this process. I am sure that unless they are constitutionally anchored and allowed the space, Kenya is not going to have free and fair election. It's not going to have free and fair election. We are living in a country where the most popular man in the country for the last 20 years, Raila Amolo Odinga, cannot win an election because it's being stolen all the time. And we are forced to now enter into deals and transactions that do not make sense. So the struggle is going to be more.
Now, as soon as Orengo was noted as a troublemaker, I suspect plans to finish him were drafted. And as usual, when people want to finish you, they go for things that entice you. And for James Orengo, it seems waters are his thing. In fact, he's one such image. Now, it's not yet verified, but in line with that, there are fears that are arising that Orengo has been poisoned. Here's one such submission from Moses Otieno.
We, watu wa Siaya County, watu wa Migori County, watu wa Homa Bay, watu wa Kisumu City Dala. Mnajiuliza James Orengo wako wapi? Orengo amepewa sumu na serikali. Wanataka kuua James Bob Orengo. Orengo anapambana na maisha yake tunapozungumza. Na Orengo anauawa kwa sababu ya kupinga serikali. Na watu wanaoua James Orengo ni watu wa ODM na serikali. Na watadanganya ati ni pombe. Watasema mambo mengi. Lakini kitu inafanyikia James Orengo ni kwamba Orengo ni kama alinyweshwa sumu na serikali ni ngapi? Mbili. Tuko na serikali ya kitaifa na serikali ya Luoland. Vile walifanyia Otieno Kajwang ndio watafanyia James Orengo. Mimi nimesema vile walifanyia Gerald Otieno Kajwang, it is the same way they will do to James Bob Orengo. These people have vowed to kill James Bob Orengo. And to all Luos, continue demanding for answers for the absence of James Bob.
So as far as I'm concerned, it's one of two options. Either they are trying to pull an Ongondo Were on James Orengo, aka kill him, or Orengo himself has decided to orchestrate a disappearing act because the crimes in Siaya County stink to the high heavens. You know, it is the same thing. You as a parent, when you come home after a long day of work, if you cannot see your child, it means one of two things. Either they are sick, so they're in bed or somewhere, or they have done something terribly wrong and they're in hiding. That is child psychology. Mtoto amefanya kitu mbaya, huwa anajificha. And in Siaya County, the report is not so good. Not too long ago, William Odual, the deputy governor, exposed that there was an unprecedented amount of money that was being withdrawn and misused in the form of imprest. And they were trying to circumvent the checks that have been put in place to catch such misdemeanors by withdrawing less than $1 million so that it doesn't go to book. In fact, here's William Odual exposing the exact same thing.
The first 3 months, we were working very closely, James Orengo and I, And he had delegated effectively to me, particularly in my areas of strength, finance, and putting in place the right systems, the right structures, the right processes within finance. And the conveyor belt was working seamlessly. Towards the tail end of November, I noticed with regret abnormally huge withdrawals. Okay?
Withdrawals, you refer to money, of course.
Money. Money. You see me with a big file here. And at some point, the month of November, one day, 21 million withdrawal. Impressed is petty cash. Impressed is for emergency. The Public Finance Management Act even prescribes a limit. It says, yes, counties are allowed to open impressed accounts, but they cannot draw more than 300,000. Okay? So I summoned the finance guy.
What when if they need more than 300,000?
Then it needs to pass through IFMIS. Because IFMIS has an audit trail. Impressed is what is easily abused. Because once you take it to Impressed, now you just use checks to withdraw. And this is what CIA is notorious of. In one day city, a junior employee is used to withdraw money, 950,000, 4, 5, 6 times in one day, just trying to circumvent the 1 million central bank requirement. Because you see, beyond 1 million, of course, there has to be.
So if Orengo amejificha because of upcoming investigations, ole wake, the investigations will continue. Because unajua, huyu jamaa pia ana huruma. He's the governor of Siaya County, na wakati Gachagua anakuwa impeached, he left his office in Siaya to go to the Senate kuchochea Gachagua kukuwa impeached. Sasa, pia kama yeye ameiba kitu huko, achunguzwe, aletwe hiyo Senate, na hata Gachagua atume kina Methu, waende wamalize hiyo injection. But if at all it is poisoning, I wish him quick recovery so that he can come back healthy to face the same music as Gachagua, sababu ukichochea, pia wewe lazima upate the same dosage. That is how life is. You live by the sword, you die by the sword. There is no other option. Ukichochea wengine wakuwe impeached, hata ukuwe mgonjwa aje, pia wewe chuma chako kimotoni. I've never seen such a thing. An elected leader going to testify against another elected leader, not knowing that hata yeye anaweza pitishwa hiyo process ya impeachment. Things are very interesting, but if at all it is poisoning, I do wish him all the best in his recovery so that he can come back and face the same music as Gachagua. Having said that though, if you're here for the first time, please go on and hit the subscribe button. And if you're watching for a different platform, just head on over to YouTube, search for Davidwafula, hit the subscribe button. You're going to be getting a ton of content of this nature. If politics is something you're passionate about, this is definitely the one channel that you really, really need to subscribe to. Alright guys, adios. Thank you for choosing Davidwafula as your primary news platform. We put countless hours in research, recording, and editing. By showing up each and every day to watch our videos, you encourage us to generate more videos for the viewers. We are on a mission to inform, educate, and build a better tomorrow. To our thousands of followers in a world full of presidents, kings, and queens, you are the real gem. Adios.